What's up? It's you, my nigga, too, and I'm back with another video. I'm gonna be as raw and authentic as I can in this video. Mind you, it's just my opinion. What's that Glorilla trend? F that too.
I just don't. Part of life. I can't have no baby mama, bro. Yeah.
Skeletons in the closet that you're not exposing. I can't speak on your love for him. I don't know you, and I've seen nothing but good things about you in regards to your son. But once again, I'm not in your business to know. But outside of you and Hailey, what is relatable is divorce and parents breaking up and us growing up in two-parent households. Some of us can deal with it and some of us can't.
I don't plan on having a baby mama.
What you mean? You don't never
I'm not gonna have no baby mama, bro.
Hey, and I definitely expect the way that I feel to be mutual. But at the end of the day, I'm me and I do me. And I'm not gonna like you just because you're famous or you're rich.
Whoever I have a kid with, she's with me for life. It ain't.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say. I don't care what nobody.
It all starts like that.
So on a blog channel that I enjoy called Pink Cheese Man.
Not been together for a long time. A long time before that post. We've been not really together. We probably was on and off for a little bit. That's it. This is the only thing that can bother me is with my son. Y'all know I don't even bring her name up when I get on live. I get on live, I call her the mother of my child.
What I like about them, or don't, they're human. I'm not gonna glaze over them just because they're D.D.Gz and Hailey Bailey, as they wouldn't do the same for me.
Exactly how you think, nigga. Yeah, I'm not
Sometimes the kid break y'all up, bro. Sometimes the kid be the reason y'all break up.
What he be doing? He be telling on you and shit.
Nah, I'm cool with my baby mama.
I'm saying like, what the kid? How the kid gonna break me?
Still doing our part, huh? Nah, the kid gonna break you up because her emotions gonna get to rising. She might feel like she got something to hold against you, so she gonna be acting different.
I don't care, bro. Like, I don't care what nobody thinks. I literally just want to be in my son's life. And I feel like I'm getting bullied. I'm constantly being called a secondary parent, not a primary parent. And it's like,
Boy, did Halo make me a fan of both of them. I saw the way that D.D.Gz was with that little boy, and I was like, bro, you're cap. Maybe you should take notes just a little bit. What I saw was that Hailey's preventing him from seeing their son. How true is that? I don't know. I'm minding my business on trying to prove the accuracy to that point. My brother introduced me to Halo like he was a proud uncle. He was like, you know, D.D.Gz had a son. I'm like, dang, bro. I'm like, did you send a gift? Like, what's up? I'm like, are we aunties and uncles now? On the internet, we are. Just because I absolutely adore D.D.Gz and Hailey, that don't mean that they can't get this smoke what?
It hurt, bro. Like, I don't have no type of say-so.
Their personalities that they allow us to see, because we don't know what they do behind closed doors. I'm not speaking on nothing I don't know. This is just an opinion. Hey. But when I saw my younger siblings watching them, I was like, wow. I was like, they are great role models. I'm like, they're not doing, you know, D.D.Gz or making gang violence look cool and all these things. So I was for it. And I highly recommended my siblings to continue watching them.
when I want to see my son, take my son when I want to take my son. Like, I don't care if this made me look childish, if I look like I'm on the internet crazy, whatever the
But many things D.D.Gz said were, it definitely was relatable. Because I also am the oldest on my mom's side. And I'm somewhere the second oldest on my dad's side. I did come from a split home, and sometimes it was kind of hard from a sibling aspect of the things, because sometimes, you know, with my older sister, it's like she has her bond with siblings on my dad's side, and then on my mom's side, they have their bond. And in the summer with my dad, as well as my sister, my older sister, which is on my dad's side. But a lot of the times when you're going back and forth, you can feel misplaced, and sometimes you feel left out of the sibling loop, if you know what I mean. Sometimes you start feeling like you don't know where you belong or where you fit in, because you're not there to catch the little, you know, sidebars that they have. If something goes viral and there's a saying, something's going on, you're not able to relate, because everybody live in different worlds. Everybody reality is different. The reality is different on your dad's side and your mom's side. You're taught one thing on your dad's side, and you're taught one thing on your mother's side. And sometimes you do feel alone. I can't admit that. But hey, the older you get, you learn to develop. One thing I can attest to is, if D.D.Gz instill in Halo every time that he see him, how important he is to his life, how much he love him, and that nobody loves him more than he does. If his mother ever do get into another relationship, step parents come about, Halo can always reminisce if anything happened on what his dad said. Anytime D.D.Gz is able to spend time with him, make sure you allow him to know that he is your world, and there is nothing that you wouldn't do for him. I will go all the way across the globe to save you. Always let him know that you love him, and he'll remember that. Oftentimes people think, because kids are little humans, they think that they can't comprehend. I promise you, kids know more than what you think. They know more than what you think. And just because you think that your child is sheltered, baby, best believe the world got a story to tell them. Baby.
I just don't know what to do at this point. I don't know what to do. And that's why I'm like, maybe this will make her want to have to let me see my son.
Second, y'all get into y'all little situation, y'all little Twitter beef.
I call her this and that, nothing but be respectful. I'm not doing that no more. I'm not finna sit here and get bullied behind closed doors over my son, and I can't see him. Whatever, we not boyfriend and girlfriend, so ain't got nothing to do with the content, ain't got nothing to do with nothing. I've been dealing with this forever, where I feel like I'm a secondary parent.
Why is he called a secondary parent? I have no clue. That sounds kind of like me and I had a girlfriend or a partner, whatever people want to call it, and they're the secondary parent, because you know how some people are. We Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. How is that man a secondary parent? How is any parent that provides for their child a secondary parent? I have no clue.
And I know a lot of dads out there go through this shit.
I didn't know who D.D.Gz was until my brother. Then I did hear his version of the beatbox remix by Spot 'em Got 'em. It was relatable. It wasn't as if he was trying to be somebody that he wasn't. With me being introduced to D.D.Gz's content and the work of Hailey and her sister through my younger siblings, and me seeing them with my own eyes, I've been able to formulate my own opinion.
But it's very minimal time. Like, if y'all ever watch, I know I usually Snapchat when I'm with my son. I live stream every day, so y'all kind of get to see. Nigga, I've been around girls all week because I don't get the chance to be a dad when I want to be a dad.
Okay, drop that now. Out of respect to D.D.Gz and Hailey, if you want to see him and you never saw him, the internet is there. I'm not thirsty for clicks. I'm not thirsty for views. And personally, what they eat don't make me. poop. What I want to include their son into this. We say this time and time again. Leave the kids out of it. We don't get it until it's ours, but we don't care until it's our flesh and blood. Then we have a problem people doing to our kids, but when it's other people's kids, we be locked and loaded. Yup, I said it. And one thing for certain, I have nieces and nephews, and I don't want nobody playing about mine. Understand why the kid ain't being in this. Did you pray today? My sister would admire her strength as a black woman. And yes, I said it. And I'm only saying that because I am. If I was white and it was Julia Roberts and Julia Roberts inspired me, or my sister was white and Julia Roberts inspired her, then it's the same thing. Like, I don't care about, like, if you like me because I'm black or this or what. That's your problem. You deal with that, whatever that is for you. But Hailey being a black girl at the time and my sister being little, it was perfect. My brother being a black male, being little at the time, it was perfect. You find me? Yes, I was a nosy older sibling to be like, Mama! Because I would hit the Mama and the quickness. Mama, they over here doing something I'm supposed to be doing. Don't act like you didn't have siblings like that. And if you were the only child, I'm not talking to you. But you're more than welcome to be here.
She might be using the kid to boss you around, to keep tabs on you. And then that might cause you to be so stressed out, like, damn, bitch.
Just not doing it, bro. But now I understand. Like, I always said little shit on the internet, like, I don't see how dads can't be in they son life and this and that.
Yeah. I don't do that no more.
Yeah, then the kid, it's like, oh, shit.
Don't even be the dads for real. Like, the dads want to be there. But if the mom don't want you to be there, you can't be there. Like, I was there the whole process, pulling his head out, everything. Like, I should have just as much say-so as possible.
She like, nope, this, that,
Do it really matter? Do it really matter?
Nah, females are, they petty, bro.
It's not cool, bro. I ain't finna get on here. The longer I stay on here, I get on here. This make me seem childish. I just want to be able to see my son when I want to see my son, take my son when I want to take my son.
There were times where I wasn't able to see my father, but I always remembered what he said. Always remember what he said. So even if people spoke bad on him or people spoke bad on my mother, I always remembered.
And I feel like I'm getting bullied. I'm constantly being called a secondary parent, not a primary parent.
Maybe Hailey isn't allowing D.D.G to see their son. But what I will tell you, D.D.G, is if you're going to be making these videos about Hailey not being able to see your son, make a shout out to him. And she's not allowing you to see this beautiful blessing. Shout him out. Halo, Daddy love you. You're my little man. Nobody come above you. Don't make it just solely on what she's not allowing you to do. And like I said, I can't speak personally on the relationship because I don't know them. I'm just a regular little old me. But I can relate to the custody battle. I said I was one of those former kids. And in life, things happen. We all know life is crazy like that. We all know that.
And it's like, I just don't know what to do at this point. I don't know what to do. And that's why I'm like, maybe this will make her want to have to let me see my son.
I noticed that all girls is
they all like that. It's not just one or two. All of them are petty.
So. But I get to see him, but it's very minimal time. Like if y'all ever watch I know I usually Snapchat when I'm with my son. I live stream every day, so y'all kind of get to see. And I've been around girls all week because I don't get the chance to be a dad when I want to be a dad. Like, you think I don't give a fuck about hanging around those girls. I want to be around my son. You feel me? But since I can't be around my son, I'm obviously going to work. I'm not finna sit in the crib, look at the wall and cry, but you know, I'm going to go work.
The times that I weren't able to see my father because things would happen, had he not instilled in me his love for me, I probably would have strongly disliked him. I probably would have believed certain things that people have said. Just as my mother. My mother was there. She stayed. It don't matter if we were rich, poor, lived in the hills. None of it mattered. The things that I got to see for myself outweighed what anybody around me told me. Because don't forget, just because you may be a child don't mean that people always have your best interest when it comes to family. I mean, is it hard to just tell that? Sometimes people may not like your mother, and sometimes they might not like your father, so they gonna fill your child head with a lot of hoorah, rah, rah. But if you instill in that precious child how much you love, nobody will be able to take that from you. And when the child is old enough to decipher for themselves where they want to be, where they want to live, what they want to do, they will reach out to you.
It's just not fair, bro. So I have to come on here and I gotta do this. I don't can shade room, bro. Like, I don't want to be on no blogs like that. I'm just trying to kick it, but I got it like this. Now I gotta go to court, do all this when it ain't even gotta be like that, bro.
I don't plan on having a baby mama.
What you mean? You don't never
I'm not gonna
plan
have
on
no
nigga,
baby
though.
mama, bro. Whoever I have a kid with, she's with me for life. It ain't.
Yeah.
I don't care what no.
On the same breath, nobody will really know. And she got this fucking golden image that I've also protected. And I'm like, all right, cool. I'm going to keep doing that because I'm a real nigga. But shit is foul, bro. Like, if I want to come get my son, I should be able to get my son.
She had a baby by me.
I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best to do that, man.
Yeah, but like,
you know, I only got one and I'm still rocking with it, so.
Niggas heard it. It's on some leave us alone type shit. I'm like, bro, like, now I can see if I, like, no nigga in the world can tell me that I'm a deadbeat or a bad dad. My son can talk. He'll tell you my pops is the realest nigga ever to me. I wish I can be around him more. I don't get the chance to, bro. I don't have permission. Like, it's like I have a second mom. Like, I gotta ask my second mom, hey, can I take my son? Can I take our son somewhere? And she around is cool. But if we not, I don't get to see him. I don't care to do girl content, whatever. That has nothing to do with anything that's work. That has nothing to do with me wanting to be around my son, like, whatsoever. I don't give a fuck who she talked to, who her is, who she fucking filming movies with. I don't give a fuck. I care about my son. That's all I care about. Literally, that's all I care about. And when that's taken from me, she know that's the only way I get.
You know, me being a sister, watching my brother, I was just like, okay. Started glazing D.D.Gz only because my brother was his supporter. With that being said, the first time I saw Hailey was, I believe, on the House of Pain, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. And my little sister was a fan of that show. The first time I actually saw Hailey was with her sister when they appeared on the show called Blackish, which was one of my favorite shows. I'm not saying anybody's perfect, but him as a father, I was completely smitten. I was like, that little boy is so loved. And mind you, I had a great father too, so I get it. Me, I didn't grow up rich, but I did grow up environmentally mixed. So I did have the best. Get it, thick it, done. Promises. I did have the best of both worlds. I would be in the suburbs, and sometimes I'll be in the hood. Sometimes I'll be up here, and sometimes I'm down there. But hey, it made me me. People may not always understand me, but it's okay. We're gonna be all right. Remember Kendrick Lamar said that? That is the reason me and my family enjoyed the show Blackish, because the similarities of their lifestyle that was in the show. They were relatable. A lot of us had mothers like Bo, and a lot of us had fathers or stepfathers like Dre. I'm not saying my parents were. I'm just saying they were relatable to a lot of us. Finally, we had a show out that wasn't about us growing up with our parents strung out on crack, our parents just on welfare or something of that nature. We finally had something to represent us. The ones that people think act a certain way. You that act a certain way. One of D.D.Gz loyal supporters that was there before Hailey came around, it was said that Hailey was a fan of D.D.Gz as well. How true is that? I don't know. I'm going to get on Hailey's head next. Don't even trip. Don't even worry about it. But D.D.Gz, you said that you're out with girls because you don't want to sit at home and cry about it. But kind of you are, because... Now, I'll be the first to say that I can't act like my poop don't stink, because I'll be the first to say that it do. You didn't have to bring up the fact that you were out with girls because you can't see your son.
Using the kid to boss you around, you know, to keep tabs on you. And then that might cause you to be so stressed out like, damn, bitch.
Make recordings. When you go on these shows, show them things. You know what I'm saying? About your son. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what went on between him and Hailey personally, but it's about your son, right? Allegedly, D.D.Gz's been protecting her good girl image, whatever that is. Allegedly. I don't know how true that is. Going on these podcasts or talk shows explaining that she won't allow you to see him and mentioning the girls is not clarifying or elaborating about you missing your son.
I know it's not all girls.
Yeah, they all like that. It's not just one or two. All of them are petty. So the second y'all get into y'all little situation, y'all little Twitter beef.
Yeah. I don't do that no more.
And D.D.Gz is right. One day Halo will see the videos that you put out, making it as if his mother is the sole responsibility to everything at fault. You got to think about that too, how that'll affect him. Remember, he's a child. He's very smart. He will be able to put two and two together regardless of what you tell us. No, you guys, personally, he'll be able to decipher. It doesn't matter what you portray to the media or how bad of a mother she allegedly may be. Halo will always know the truth. As a woman, I'm just going to say, from a relatable aspect, not siding with Hailey because we are women, okay? But D.D.Gz, that is kind of adding fuel to the fire psychologically, because if that's what she wants from you, that's what you're giving to her. Think about it. Think about it. Now she can say, oh, see what I'm saying? He just admitted that. That's why he go out with girls, because he's not going to sit at home and cry about our child. See what I'm saying? You can't compare the fact that you drive hours to see him to the reasons of why things are hard. Because as a parent, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to do those things. It's not a privilege. It's not a badge of honor that you drive hours away to see that precious, precious child. Maybe she's not allowing you to see your son. I don't know. But if her not allowing you to see your son, you are acting like a bitter baby daddy too. Just a little bit. I can't tell you how to parent. Son being sick wasn't the only highlight. That was a perfect time for you to put it out there, put that energy into the world of how much you love him and nothing can steer you from that love that you have for him. The way he kind of explained it made it seem like there's something bitter between the both of them that's deeper than just the baby. Because forget the nanny being around him more than you. That may be the reality, but I want to see my son. I don't know why I can't see my son. Maybe if you leave her out of it, maybe people would see that you really want to see your son. And it's not just based on probably relationship issues, or because you know some people think that D.D.Gz is still in love with Hailey. I don't know about that. It doesn't matter the things that you claim that you do or you try to do to be there for your son and the things she won't allow. Because when your child is old enough to decipher the difference, regardless if you say, I drive hours away to see him, and when I do get to see him, it's not even for a long time. The nannies know my child more than me. None of that matters. Get to the age to be able to speak up for themselves. For themselves? Himself? That word always tripped me up. Themselves. Himself. Theirselves. Anyway, you get the point. When the child is old enough to speak up, none of that's going to matter if you weren't there. Imagine you not being able to see that beautiful child, and when they turn 16, he see the video of you with the girls. Who explained to him the reason that you were with those girls was because his mom didn't let him see you. That's not going to fly with him. He's going to be like, but you had time to go see them. To your children, it don't matter what you do. You are superheroes in their eyes. Ain't no mountain high, ain't no valley low to keep me from seeing you, baby. That's all they think. They don't think about anything else. You literally are superheroes, believe it or not. They put you on that pedestal. You're way up there. You're that high. There are many things you can do. Wake up in the morning and make videos and dedicate them to him. You're very famous. People will see that. He'll see it. He'll always love you for that.
Like that.